As the first national park of Botswana, it was established in 1967, just 1 year after the country gained its independence. This world-renowned landmark is home to the largest population of wild African elephants on Earth, with over 120,000 individuals. It is a place where lions not only hunt on land, but also dive into the water, becoming invincible warriors amid the flowing river. Chobe National Park. Every step of the wild predators is imprinted deeply on the hardened soil, leading the way to the thriving rivers, where amphibians with jaws clamping shut like iron pincers lie in wait for even the slightest lapse. Before you embark on your journey through this abundant land, please let us know where you are coming from. We are thrilled to be connected with you, and now, beneath Chobe skies, survival written in dust and water. Across the cracked fields of Chobe National Park, a quiet journey of survival unfolds every day. The patient footsteps of lions silently trail the faint tracks under the searing heat. Leopards stalk through the thick darkness, where even the slightest breeze carries the scarce traces of moisture. Spotted hyenas rummage through shriveled remains, driven by hunger and thirst. In the sky, the African fish eagle circles, searching for the fleeting shadow of a lone fish lingering in the dwindling rivers. The Kori bustard trudges slowly across the thin layer of dust, while the Goliath heron stands motionless at the edge of the nearly dry marsh, waiting for a miracle. The average temperature in Chobe has risen sharply, accompanied by a 15% decrease in rainfall within just a decade. Wildlife is forced to migrate farther, facing hunger, thirst, and growing encounters with humans. In this landscape, life hangs as delicately as a thread, suspended among the cracks of a still pristine Eden. Flowing with the spirit of South Africa's untamed lands, Chobe National Park emerges like a magnificent raw gem preserved through millions of years. Located in northern Botswana, Chobe spans a vast area of approximately 11,700 square kilometers, serving as the ecological heart of the Four Corners region, where 4 countries meet. Nearby, the small city of Kasane stands like a gateway opening into a mystical wilderness. The name Chobe originates from the Chobe River, a soft mint-green ribbon weaving across the arid land. For the indigenous Basubia and Baye people, Chobe is not merely a geographical name, but a sacred place where heaven and earth meet, where life blossoms from the loving hands of the Creator. Beginning as a hunting ground for the Bushmen, Chobe was officially placed under protection in 1961 and became a national park in 1968, evolving into a vibrant tapestry of geology and ecology. Chobe National Park, nestled within the heart of the ancient Kalahari Basin, bears the marks of geological shifts spanning millions of years. When the inland sea receded around 65 million years ago, layers of alluvium and sediment built up to form the foundation of today's Chobe landscape. Chobe wears a semi-arid climate, marked by two distinct seasons. The dry season runs from May to October, with temperatures ranging between 22 and 30 degrees Celsius. When the rainy season arrives from November to April, heavy downpours sweep across the land, with an average annual rainfall of about 650 millimeters, causing temperatures to surge to between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius. The biodiversity at Chobe National Park is considered among the highest in southern Africa. According to compiled data from 2025, the park is home to more than 75 species of mammals, over 450 species of birds, and hundreds of different plant species. The diverse vegetation, ranging from mopane woodlands, bushy savannas, and riverine forests to seasonal marshes, provides a rich foundation for the development of complex food webs. Serondela, located in the northeastern region of Chobe National Park, quietly stretches along the southern banks of the Chobe River near the town of Kasane. This area is distinguished by its sparse dry forests and deep sandy soils, shaped by native tree species. Serondela is also the area with the most developed tourism infrastructure within Chobe National Park, making it convenient for safari adventures and boat excursions along the Chobe River. The natural scenery here, from ancient riverine forests to wide open grasslands, creates a complete experience of both untouched beauty and the richness of life. Notably, according to the Botswana Wildlife Statistics Report 2024, the density of African elephants along the Chobe riverfront reaches 1.2 individuals per square kilometer, the highest rate across the entire continent. Like a vivid masterpiece painted by the creator, Serondela unveils a wondrous sanctuary of survival for the African elephants. These giant beings stand out with their monumental stature, reaching up to 3 meters at the shoulder and weighing up to 6 tons, towering among the sparse forests. Their massive fan-shaped ears, spanning up to 1.8 meters, not only define their iconic appearance, but also function as natural radiators, helping to release heat from their bodies under the sweltering skies. The magical trunk, a fusion of the nose and upper lip, packed with over 40,000 muscle bundles, moves with incredible softness and flexibility, allowing the African elephant to breathe, smell, touch, grasp even the tiniest blades of grass, and even drink up to 8 liters of water at once. Their long tusks, growing from their incisors, serve not only as a means of protection, but also as essential tools for digging water, breaking trees, and peeling bark. Skills honed through each harsh, dry season. Their skin, 2.5 centimeters thick and wrinkled like folds of time, plays a crucial role in retaining moisture, providing protection, and regulating body temperature. Out of the approximately 415,000 individuals remaining across Africa, Botswana holds nearly 130,000, and Serondela has become an irreplaceable stronghold for their survival. Each herd of elephants functions like a tightly knit family, led by an experienced matriarch. The enduring bonds among the members allow them to care for one another, protect their young, share water sources, and express sorrow when losing a companion. Their extraordinary memory enables them to recall long journeys and ancient trails that lead to hidden water sources deep within Serondela when the dry season tightens its grip on life. Communicating through ultra-low sounds that can travel across distances of several kilometers, accompanied by subtle ground vibrations, Elephants stay connected even when they are far beyond the reach of sight. From gentle touches with their trunks to rhythmic stomps, they share with one another the invisible stories of the natural world. As the dry season stretches on, the grasslands along the Chobe River fade under the sun, and elephants leave the dense Baikea woodlands, crossing the sandy terrain in search of open fields and sunken riverbeds. Each day, an individual needs to consume up to 150 kilograms of vegetation, ranging from leaves and grass to bark and fruits. This voracious feeding habit turns them into ecological engineers, the great craftsmen of nature, reshaping the landscape and paving the way for future generations of wildlife. With a gestation period lasting up to 22 months and intervals between births ranging from 3 to 6 years, their population growth rate is so slow that they are classified as vulnerable under the IUCN 2024 designation. An individual can live up to 60 to 70 years, bearing witness to countless cycles of rain and drought across the lands of Serondela. It is not just the elephants. This place is also a sanctuary for the African buffalo, a creature known for its powerful build and unwavering strength. With a massive frame, legs as tough as steel, and a heavy, broad head, these buffaloes stand like living fortresses amid the wilderness. Adult males are significantly larger than females, bearing impressive horns that can span up to 100 centimeters, with a rock-hard boss at the center of their foreheads. Their horns serve not only as a means of protection but also as weapons to assert dominance during fierce battles for territory and breeding rights. Under the blazing sunlight stretching across the grasslands of Serondela, the silhouettes of jet-black buffalo herds move slowly, carrying within them an unyielding spirit. They are famously nicknamed Black Death or Widowmaker, symbols of unpredictable fierceness when cornered. Yet beneath that rugged exterior, the African buffalo possesses a remarkably rich social life. Large herds can number over 1,000 individuals, organized under the leadership of experienced females, while younger or aging males form bachelor groups or live in solitary stillness in the muddy riverbanks. Even with a body mass that can exceed 900 kilograms, they are skilled swimmers, easily crossing the deep waters of the Chobe River in search of new grazing grounds. Their dependence on water is nearly absolute, with their range rarely extending beyond 20 kilometers from a drinking point. Their ability to consume up to 34 liters of water each day makes Serondela an irreplaceable haven for their survival. Their adaptability in diet allows the buffalo to thrive strongly in Serondela. They graze with their broad muzzles and strong teeth and can also feed on tree leaves and tender branches when grass becomes scarce. The rainy season brings a revival to Serondela and marks the time when calves are born. After 11 months of pregnancy, the newborns quickly rise to their feet and stay close to their mothers, beginning their first journey of survival within the protective embrace of the herd. The bond between mother and daughter often lasts into adulthood, creating chains of generations that stretch across many seasons of rain and sun. Within each herd, when it comes time to decide on a direction to move, the females engage in a quiet form of voting. They stand up, turning their heads toward their chosen direction, and once a majority agrees, the entire herd moves as one, a remarkable testament to a natural form of democracy. When predators such as lions appear, collective behaviors like mobbing become their most powerful defense. Adult buffalo charge forward to protect their companions and calves, and they can even drive a lone lion into a desperate retreat. But in Serondela, few lions hunt alone. They mainly rely on their muscular builds and remarkable teamwork to carry out intense hunts, asserting their dominance beneath the sparse trees. In Serondela, each pride controls a territory ranging from 20 to 400 square kilometers, depending on the availability of prey and water sources in the area. With their powerful builds and rippling muscles beneath short fur, males weigh between 150 and 250 kilograms, while females range from 120 to 182 kilograms. The thick manes of the males, varying from bright golden to reddish brown or even deep black, reflect their testosterone levels, age, and overall health, standing as proud banners to attract mates and intimidate rivals. Their deep-set eyes, rounded ears, tufted tails, and retractable claws evoke a perfect blend of raw power and refined hunting skills. Their deep, resonant roars, capable of carrying up to 8 kilometers, serve to mark territory, rally companions, and send out powerful warnings. The reproductive process does not follow a distinct seasonal pattern. Each lioness, after a gestation period of about 110 days, gives birth to between 1 and 4 cubs. These fragile young ones, from the moment they open their eyes, must face high risks of loss due to hunger, disease, predators, and even incoming adult males who seize control of the pride. However, any lioness within the pride can nurse the cubs, a miraculous extension of maternal care passed down through generations. The lifespan of lions in the wild typically ranges from 10 to 14 years. Males, burdened with the responsibility of defending the pride and engaging in fierce territorial battles, often have shorter lives than females. In captivity, where the perils of nature are removed, lions can live for over 20 years. While other big cats tend to live solitary lives, lions are renowned for their strong, enduring social structures within prides. The lionesses, bound closely by bloodlines, serve as the pillars of hunting operations. Records show that at Chobe National Park, lions have been observed preying even on young elephants, a behavior rarely seen elsewhere. Their seamless coordination, from forming encirclements to selecting the perfect moment to strike, turns each hunt into a display of sophisticated strategy. Under the golden canopy of a Chobe sunset, the lion pride moves silently along the lush grasslands of Serondela. A light breeze drifts by, carrying the earthy scent of damp soil and the cautious breath of prey grazing near the water's edge. With night vision 6 times stronger than that of humans, lions take advantage of twilight hours to move and hunt. The lead lioness, her eyes blazing like 2 burning gemstones, lowers herself close to the ground. The other pride members swiftly spread out, forming a tight encircling formation. A soft hiss, like a secret signal, pierces the air. In the fierce heartbeat of nature, they explode like a storm, charging into the panicked herd. A young, stray, and vulnerable animal quickly becomes the target. In just a fleeting moment, it collapses under the claws of the predator. Beyond the hunts, resting occupies the majority of a lion's life, averaging up to 20 hours each day. This helps them conserve energy for the arduous nighttime hunts. In those battles, besides facing fierce resistance from their prey, lions must also contend with other rivals, even after securing their prize. One such adversary is the spotted hyena, the cunning scavenger. With an appearance often compared to dogs, the spotted hyena is, in fact, more closely related to cats, civets, and mongooses. It is the largest member of the hyena family, outclassing both the striped hyena and the brown hyena. Adult individuals in Serondela typically weigh between 45 and 82 kilograms, with females not only being larger than males, but also holding dominant positions within their social hierarchy. Possessing a powerful jaw with a bite force of about 4,500 newtons, they can crush bones up to 5 centimeters thick, extracting every remaining nutrient from their prey. The digestive system of the spotted hyena allows them to process nearly every part of their prey's body, from skin and hooves to bones and teeth, discarding only the indigestible hair. Their remarkable endurance also enables them to thrive across the vast grasslands of Serondela, where they can maintain a steady pace of 10 kilometers per hour for hours and sprint up to 60 kilometers per hour when needed. The lives of spotted hyenas are closely tied to complex clans, where the number of members can reach up to 80 individuals, led by a powerful matriarch. Females hold dominant positions within the society, enjoying priority access to food, mates, and the ability to pass on their social rank to the next generation. Meanwhile, males, upon reaching maturity, must leave their birth clan to join other groups, accepting the lowest rank in the new social hierarchy. Under the skies of Serondela, spotted hyenas reveal themselves as master hunters rather than merely scavengers, challenging the old misconceptions. Updated biological studies from 2024 show that 50 to 90% of their diet comes from successful hunts. They cooperate in groups, employing sophisticated tactics to bring down large herbivores such as wildebeest, zebra, and even young buffalo. Their flexible hunting instincts also allow them to exploit food sources from birds, reptiles, insects, and opportunistically scavenge carcasses when the chance arises. To prepare for lean days, spotted hyenas have even developed the behavior of storing leftover food by burying it in mud pits. Their complex communication system further highlights their remarkable intelligence. From the high-pitched laughs expressing tension or excitement to over 11 different types of vocalizations, such as whoops, yells, growls, and grunts. The intelligence of spotted hyenas is not limited to hunting or territorial defense. Studies published in 2025 further confirm, through comparative research, that their problem-solving abilities are comparable to those of many primates, especially in situations requiring cooperation and flexible adaptation. In their ecological role at Serondela, spotted hyenas perform an essential dual duty: hunting to regulate herbivore populations and scavenging carcasses to maintain environmental hygiene and prevent the spread of disease. It is this versatility and adaptability that have allowed them to thrive through millions of years of evolution, from the ancient grasslands to the modern landscapes of Africa. It is not only the solemn clans of spotted hyenas tirelessly tracing the path of death to keep the wheel of survival turning, but also the dark silhouettes gliding slowly overhead, bound to the same fate. Marabou stork, draped in grey-black feathers like a mourning cloak, and standing with a stooped, silent posture, carries the haunting nickname, Undertaker Bird. Standing up to 1.5 meters tall and weighing up to 9 kilograms, the Marabou stork is one of the largest stork species in the world, rivaling the size of soaring icons like the Andean condor. Its grey-black wings, with an average wingspan of 2.6 meters, and some individuals recorded reaching up to 3.7 meters, are powerful enough to lift its massive body on the rising thermals over the grasslands of Serondela. The Marabou stork's bald head and flushed bare neck, along with a pink pulsating air sac at the front of its throat, give it an unmistakable appearance. The mysterious gular sac, which can inflate and shift to vibrant colors during the breeding season, is believed to play a role in attracting mates, regulating body temperature, or helping to balance its long, heavy bill. Despite its massive size, the Marabou stork glides effortlessly through the skies thanks to hollow bone structures in its legs and toes, a special adaptation that reduces overall body weight and optimizes flight. The baldness on its head and neck is also a brilliant biological strategy, minimizing contamination from blood and fluids while feeding on carcasses. In Serondela, the Marabou stork plays a vital role in the ecosystem as a natural sanitation worker, cleaning up the carcasses of buffalo, zebra, wildebeest, and antelope, helping to prevent the spread of disease. They often appear at major predation sites left by lions, patiently waiting for leftover scraps from the hunts. Beyond scavenging carrion, Marabou storks are also opportunistic hunters, preying on fish, frogs, insects such as termites, small reptiles, and even young birds like flamingos or cormorants whenever the opportunity arises. During the dry season, as the Chobe River shrinks to reveal muddy basins, Marabou storks gather into large colonies on the ancient tree branches or rocky cliffs along the riverbanks. Across the sub-Saharan region, from grasslands, marshes, and riverbanks to the expanding urban landscapes, the Marabou stork stands as a vivid testament to nature's extraordinary adaptability. In Serondela, their presence, quiet yet essential, continues to uphold the delicate balance between life and passing. When it comes to natural cleanup through scavenging, who do you think is more effective at keeping the environment clean? The spotted hyena or the Marabou stork? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Savuti Marsh, located in the southwest of Chobe National Park, is one of the most striking areas within the Zambezian flooded grasslands ecosystem. The landscape here is a blend of vast open grasslands and scattered clusters of shrubs stretching all the way to the horizon. With each rainy season, the marsh floods once more, dressing itself in a vibrant new cloak of life. The ecological heart of Savuti is the Savuti Channel, a mysterious waterway with an erratic flow that has persisted for centuries. At times it floods and flows abundantly for years, only to dry up completely for decades. This phenomenon has yet to be fully explained by science, although many theories suggest links to tectonic shifts and changes in groundwater levels. Game drives across the grasslands of Savuti offer a truly authentic experience. This is not just a place to witness the grandeur of nature, but also a place where visitors can directly feel the harsh struggle between drought and rebirth. Beneath the thin, drifting morning mist over Savuti Marsh, a familiar silhouette soars against the deep blue sky. It is the African fish eagle, a vivid symbol of the African wilderness and the reigning predator of these skies. With pure white feathers on the head, neck, and tail, sharply contrasting with the chestnut brown body and glossy black wings, the African fish eagle stands out like a beam of light against the canvas of untamed nature. Its wingspan can stretch up to 2.4 meters, and its height reaches about 0.6 meters, with females typically larger than males, a rare trait among birds of prey. Their majestic appearance evokes the image of a warrior, silent yet powerful, guarding the fragile thread of life across the vast wilderness. Their call, a resounding "we are" hyo-hyo that echoes through the air, has become an inseparable melody of this land. It is often called the voice of Africa, a sacred echo across the earth and sky, like the resonant song of Mother Earth's spirit, reminding all of the profound connection between creation and the Creator. Every movement of the African fish eagle has been refined by nature over millions of years of evolution. Belonging to the genus Lionesses, they share a common ancestor with the bald eagle of North America and the white-tailed eagle of Europe. This long evolutionary journey has gifted them with eyesight 3 to 3.5 times sharper than that of humans, allowing them to spot a small glinting fish beneath rippling water from hundreds of meters away. It is a wonder of creation, where every wing beat and every tilt of the head reflects the pure essence of the harshest laws of survival. Savuti Marsh, with its seasonal flooding, provides an ideal hunting ground for the African fish eagle. When the rainy season arrives and the waters spread wide, the abundant schools of fish become a rich food source. Perched atop tall branches, they wait patiently, their sharp eyes sweeping across the shimmering silver waters. And when the moment comes, a swift dive to the surface unfolds in a flash, with their talons, equipped with special tiny spikes called spiracules, clamping tightly onto the slippery prey, as if no creature could ever escape. These aerial warriors can snatch fish weighing between 1.8 and 3.6 kilograms, sometimes exceeding their own body weight. If the prey is too heavy to lift into flight, they calmly use their broad wings like paddles, swimming back to shore with the grace of seasoned athletes, towing their prize beneath the sunlit surface. Although fish make up the majority of their diet, the African fish eagle shows a flexibility that mirrors the rich diversity of nature at Savuti Marsh. They are willing to hunt water birds such as flamingos and waterfowl, as well as small animals like hyraxes, monkeys, young turtles, and even juvenile crocodiles. During harsh dry seasons when water sources dwindle, they adapt by expanding their menu to include carrion. This adaptability is a key that enables them to endure the severe shifts of Savuti, where life and passing intertwine like unseen currents beneath the calm surface. Socially, the African fish eagle is renowned for its monogamous behavior, steadfast like the silent flow of underground rivers beneath Savuti. They build massive nests out of branches, often used and reinforced over many years, sometimes reaching a diameter of more than 2 meters. The nests are usually constructed on tall trees near water sources, providing vantage points to protect their territory and watch for prey. Each pair not only hunts together but also shares their catch, a beautiful display of connection and cooperation within the natural world. In their ecological role, the African fish eagle serves as a silent guardian of freshwater ecosystems. Scientists use their presence and health as natural ecological indicators, as they tend to avoid polluted waters. As apex predators, they help keep fish and water bird populations in balance, contributing to the preservation of biodiversity at Savuti Marsh. Where the calls of the African fish eagle still echo, the towering forms of Angolan giraffes move slowly across the flooded grasslands, like living watchtowers amid the wilderness. The morning sunlight accentuates the striking beauty of their coats, adorned with large brown patches, edged with irregular saw-toothed borders, while their faces remain pure and white. The height of adult individuals ranges from 4 to 6 meters, with necks stretching between 2 and 2.5 meters, rising above the vast savanna like living pillars connecting earth and sky. From the moment they are born, giraffe calves already stand nearly 2 meters tall. Their eyes are protected by thick, long eyelashes that shield against swirling dust and insects, while their sturdy short tails, tipped with a tuft of hair, add both balance and grace to every step they take. In the vibrant landscape of Savuti Marsh, herds of Angolan giraffes form loose social groups of 5 to 20 individuals, shifting flexibly with the seasons and the availability of food. These groups are often divided by gender, with young males gathering together and engaging in necking contests. Battles fought with their necks to assert strength and secure their lineage. As they mature, males gradually become more solitary, occasionally joining females or other companions during wandering journeys in search of food. Their diet mainly consists of leaves, tender shoots and branches, with a particular fondness for various species of acacia. With tongues reaching up to 45 centimeters in length and thick, strong lips, they skillfully browse among thorny canopies without hesitation. On average, an adult Angolan giraffe consumes about 34 kilograms of vegetation each day, helping to reshape the plant landscape and create pathways for many other animal species. Their range of movement across Savuti Marsh is extensive, though not as extreme as in more arid regions. Their flexibility in not holding rigid territories allows Angolan giraffes to overlap their living areas with ease, helping to sustain a lasting ecological balance over time. By 2024, the number of Angolan giraffes in the wild had risen to about 20,200 individuals, thanks to active conservation efforts and successful reintroduction programs. However, despite this recovery, the species still faces serious threats from habitat loss due to agricultural expansion, logging, wildfires, and illegal hunting. As a result, in November 2024, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service proposed listing the species as threatened. Beneath the gaze of the towering Angolan giraffes, the ground of Savuti Marsh also stirs to life. Small, nimble herds of impala carve graceful trails through the dew-soaked grasslands. Their sleek reddish-brown coats stand out against the soft gray-green backdrop like silent but vibrant heartbeats of the waking dawn. Each adult individual carries a graceful form, with shoulder heights ranging from 70 to 92 centimeters and weights between 40 and 76 kilograms. In males, the standout feature is a pair of elegant, lyre-shaped horns, reaching up to 90 centimeters in length, curving gently, yet built with remarkable strength, used as weapons during mating season battles. A bold black line forming an M shape across their rump serves as a distinctive identifier, like a symbol delicately inscribed by the creator on each individual. The footsteps of the impala are not merely graceful movements across the savanna. When danger lurks, their slender bodies can erupt into explosive sprints, reaching speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour in an instant. Sometimes, instead of running straight, they suddenly leap into the air, soaring up to 3 meters high and covering as much as 9 meters in a single bound. Their signature pronking behavior, where all 4 legs spring off the ground at once, serves both as a display of vitality and as a warning signal to their companions in moments of peril. The social life of impalas is complex and tightly knit. Outside of the breeding season, they separate into 2 distinct groups: bachelor herds of males and herds of females with their young. But when the mating season arrives, from April to June, adult males begin to establish territories, gathering females into their own separate harems. Fierce territorial battles unfold as males clash, their curved horns colliding with deep, echoing thuds across the grasslands. Impalas communicate with one another through a range of vocalizations, snorts, roars, and especially a loud, barking alarm call when a predator is detected. They also engage in allo-grooming, licking and nibbling each other's coats, not only to remove parasites, but also to strengthen the lasting social bonds within the herd. Flexible in their feeding habits, impalas can both graze on grass like typical plains antelopes and browse on leaves like leaf eaters, depending on seasonal conditions and available food sources. This adaptability allows them to survive steadily even through the harshest dry seasons of Savuti Marsh. However, they still require regular access to drinking water and rarely venture more than 8 kilometers away from a water source. When the rainy season arrives, ushering in a time of abundant growth across the grasslands, the females give birth almost simultaneously, creating a wave of newborn impala calves. After a pregnancy lasting 6 to 7 months, each female delivers a single calf. Within just a few days, the tiny calves are able to run with the herd, blending into the busy rhythm of the savanna. Before that, the newborns are carefully hidden by their mothers in the thick bushes, shielded from the ever-watchful eyes of predators. But it has no idea that, high up in the treetops, a creature is lounging lazily while still keeping a sharp watch over everything around, even the most well-hidden prey. That is the Southeast African cheetah, a creature crafted almost to perfection by the Creator to master the art of speed, where every heartbeat and every stride becomes a race to seize the essence of life. In a world where agility is the key to survival, the cheetah has become a true master. With a slender body, a lightweight skeleton, and an exceptionally flexible spine that works like a spring, it can reach speeds of 112 kilometers per hour in short sprints. It can even accelerate from 0 to 96 kilometers per hour in just 3 seconds, faster than many modern supercars. Its semi-retractable claws grip the ground like the cleats of an athlete, while its long, muscular tail helps steer through sharp turns during breathtaking pursuits. Its pale golden coat, speckled with round black spots, allows the cheetah to blend seamlessly into the Savuti grasslands. Running down its slender face are 2 black streaks, known as tear stripes, stretching from the corners of the eyes to the mouth, helping to reduce glare and enhance vision under the blazing sunlight. A compact head, low-set rounded ears, and a body weight ranging from 21 to 72 kilograms all contribute to aerodynamic efficiency, allowing each of its strides to flow as smoothly as a stream gliding through the wind. Unlike other big cats that are mostly active at night, the cheetah chooses to hunt during the day, mainly in the early morning and late afternoon, to avoid direct confrontations with pack hunters. Thanks to its exceptional eyesight, it can spot prey from a great distance. Once a target is identified, it quietly moves closer, each silent step blending seamlessly into the tall grass before unleashing its full strength in a sudden, explosive sprint. At close range, with sharp claws and powerful front legs, the cheetah uses the dew claw on its front foot to hook and bring down the prey. Because other predators are always lurking to snatch away its hard-earned prize, the cheetah must eat quickly. Tearing into the still warm prey, each bite feels like another race between the instinct to survive and the harshness of the wild. Its quiet movements, extraordinary speed, and flexible adaptability are the key elements that have allowed the cheetah to continue thriving across these vast, open grasslands. The social behavior of the cheetah also reflects a distinct division. Females mostly live solitary lives, spending the majority of their time roaming in search of favorable hunting grounds and raising their cubs. In contrast, males tend to form small alliances, called coalitions, often made up of brothers or even unrelated individuals, working together to control and defend strategic hunting territories. Their interactions are not loud, but happen through soft sounds like hissing, bird-like chirps, and gentle, low growls. The reproduction process follows a natural cycle. After about 90 to 95 days of pregnancy, the female gives birth to 2 to 5 cubs, carefully hidden within dense patches of grass. Their eyes are still closed, their bodies are fragile, and they are easily targeted by predators, from hyenas to lions. The mother must constantly move her cubs between different locations to minimize the risk of discovery, a prolonged life or death gamble until the young ones are strong enough to keep up with her on hunting journeys. Only about 30% of the cubs manage to survive the early stages of life, and these fortunate individuals stay with their mother for 18 to 24 months, learning how to hunt, how to avoid threats, and above all, how to survive in the harsh environment of Savuti. As of 2024, the total number of adult cheetahs in the wild has dwindled to around 6,517 individuals, with the Southeast African cheetah population making up the largest portion of that number. Threats such as habitat loss, territory fragmentation, human-wildlife conflict, declining prey availability, and illegal wildlife trade continue to push this extraordinary creature toward a fragile edge. Their current conservation status is classified as vulnerable under the standards of the International Union for Conservation of Nature, serving as a wake-up call for the urgent need for conservation efforts. Also possessing a slender figure no less graceful than the cheetah, this bird moves with ease between walking and taking flight. It is the Chobe bustard, the heaviest flying bird in Africa and the national bird of Botswana. Despite its impressive size, with adult males weighing between 7 and 18 kilograms and standing up to 1.2 meters tall, the Chobe bustard moves with remarkable calmness. Its long, steady strides gently part the grass, with 3 toes pointing forward and a smaller toe angled backward, creating a strong, stable stance. Its mottled gray and brown plumage provides masterful camouflage among the sun-scorched grasses, allowing it to stand tall in the wide open savanna, yet seem to melt into the earth, nearly invisible under the blazing sun. That slow, deliberate movement is only broken when danger draws near. At such moments, the Chobe bustard musters its strength to take off in a heavy, laborious lift, beating its wings powerfully to raise its hefty body off the ground, flying just above the grassland. They truly take to the air only to escape threats or to move short distances, as most of their lives are closely tied to the ground, where they forage, breed, and find shelter. A diverse diet is one of the keys that helps the Chobe bustard survive in harsh environments like Savuti. As an opportunistic omnivore, it mainly hunts insects such as grasshoppers and beetles, nibbles on small reptiles, grazes on grass seeds, eats wild fruits, and even does not shy away from feeding on decaying animal remains when necessary. A large portion of the water it needs is obtained from its food, allowing it to survive in extremely arid regions without having to seek out large water sources. The social life of the Chobe bustard is rather discreet. Most of the time, they live alone or in small groups. But during the breeding season, the Savuti Marsh becomes more lively with the elaborate displays of the males. They puff up their necks, fluff out their bright white chest feathers, fan their tails high, and move slowly while letting out deep, resonant calls that echo across the plains like a low, lingering melody in the stillness of nature. In some areas, the males gather into loose display grounds, known as leks, competing in splendor and strength to capture the attention of solitary females passing by. Once the courtship ends, the female chooses a nesting site right on the ground, nothing more than a simple scrape in the grass, and quietly incubates 1 or 2 eggs over a period of about 23 to 30 days. The newly hatched chicks are completely defenseless, easily becoming targets for jackals, African wildcats, or even monitor lizards wandering through the wetlands. This vulnerable stage is a life-defining period where the mother's dedication and the natural hand of luck together determine the fate of these tiny beings. Not only home to the heaviest flying bird in Africa, Chobe National Park also hosts the world's largest bird, the common ostrich. Standing up to 2.8 meters tall and weighing around 150 kilograms, the common ostrich towers over all other bird species. Its long, powerful legs not only support swift movement, but also serve as an effective means of defense. Each leg has only 2 toes, with the inner toe being larger and equipped with a sharp claw, allowing the ostrich to reach speeds of up to 70 kilometers per hour in short bursts and maintain a steady pace of 50 kilometers per hour over longer distances. This makes it the fastest land animal on 2 legs. With a long, flexible neck measuring about 1 meter and the largest eyes of any land animal, with a diameter of around 5 centimeters, the common ostrich can effectively observe its surroundings and detect threats from a great distance. Although it cannot fly due to its flat breastbone and the lack of necessary muscle structure, its soft feathers still play an important role in regulating body temperature and facilitating social communication. The diet of the common ostrich consists mainly of plants such as grass, seeds, fruits, and flowers, but they also consume insects and small animals when the opportunity arises. They can survive for extended periods without drinking water, thanks to their ability to absorb moisture from food and regulate water within their bodies. To aid digestion, they swallow small pebbles that help grind up food in their stomachs. During the breeding season, the common ostrich displays unique social behavior. Groups typically consist of a dominant male and several females. The male performs elaborate displays such as wing flapping, head bowing, and tail shaking to attract mates. The common ostrich produces a variety of sounds, including loud calls during the breeding season, with the male's booming call sometimes resembling the distant roar of a lion. Multiple females may lay eggs in the same nest, usually a shallow scrape on the ground, with up to 60 eggs, although only about 20 eggs typically hatch successfully. The male usually takes on the role of incubating the eggs at night, while the females take turns incubating during the day. The eggs of the common ostrich are the largest of any bird species, typically weighing about 1.4 kilograms and measuring around 15 centimeters in length. The chicks hatch able to walk and are cared for by both parents, often gathering into large groups to increase their chances of survival. If you could choose one superpower from the animals of Savuti to survive, which would you pick? The sharp vision of the African fish eagle, the unmatched running speed of the cheetah, or the ultimate camouflage skills of the Kori bustard? Drop a comment below and see if anyone shares your choice. Moving northwest within Chobe National Park, the Linyanti Marsh directly borders Namibia. This area is known for its rich vegetation, including reeds, water palms, and low forests along the waterways. A network of marshes, channels, and flooded forests runs alongside the Linyanti River, helping to maintain moisture levels and providing an ideal habitat for diverse wildlife to thrive year-round. According to BirdLife International and wetland surveys in Botswana updated in 2024, Linyanti is recognized as an important bird area, supporting more than 450 resident and migratory bird species, including rare and threatened ones. This area is considered one of the best places to observe rare birds of prey and witness their unique mating rituals during the breeding season. as long veils of mist drift across Linyanti Marsh, where rumbling sounds and flashes of light ripple over the water, the Nile crocodile emerges like a silent shadow. With an average adult length of 5 meters, and sometimes exceeding 6 meters, it ranks as the largest freshwater reptile in Africa. The skin of the Nile crocodile is reinforced by small bony plates called osteoderms beneath its thick hide, forming a nearly impenetrable biological armor. Its powerful jaws are armed with 64 to 68 conical teeth, constantly replaced throughout its life, designed for gripping and crushing rather than chewing. Biological features, such as a transparent nictitating membrane over its eyes, allow it to see clearly underwater and protect against potential harm. Its long, muscular tail not only enables agile movement, but also serves as a formidable weapon against any challenger. In its hunting strategy, the Nile crocodile stands out with its mastery of stalking and delivering decisive strikes. It hides in mud or just beneath the water's surface, patiently waiting for prey before seizing the opportunity. Its diet is diverse, ranging from fish, birds, reptiles and amphibians to antelope and even larger animals like lions. After capturing its prey, the Nile crocodile performs a death roll, spinning powerfully underwater to disorient its catch and tear it into smaller pieces. The reproductive process begins with the female laying between 25 and 80 eggs in sandy nests or piles of decaying vegetation. The eggs are incubated by natural heat for 80 to 90 days, and the nest temperature determines the gender of the hatchlings. Before hatching, the young emit high-pitched calls, prompting the mother to dig open the nest and carry them to the water, continuing to protect them for several months. The average lifespan of the Nile crocodile ranges from 50 to 70 years in the wild, with some individuals in captivity living beyond 100 years. With an evolutionary history spanning millions of years, the Nile crocodile is regarded as a living fossil. Its ability to regulate salt through glands on its tongue allows it to tolerate salty environments for short periods, although it still prefers freshwater habitats. As an apex predator, the Nile crocodile helps maintain the delicate balance of the wetland ecosystem by regulating prey populations. In many African cultures, it is both revered and feared for its latent power. Across these untamed waters, the Nile crocodile stands as a silent gatekeeper, a living reminder that nature still moves according to the ancient laws set at the dawn of time. In the marshlands, the Nile crocodile and the hippopotamus share the waters in a silent tension, each wary of the other's strength. As the third largest land semi-aquatic animal, after the elephant and the white rhinoceros, the hippopotamus stands out with its immense size. Adult males can weigh between 1.5 and 3.2 tons, while females are smaller, ranging from 650 to 2,350 kilograms. The name river horse comes from ancient Greek, reflecting their deep connection to aquatic environments. The skin of the hippopotamus is thick and almost hairless, yet highly sensitive, requiring constant moisture to prevent cracking. They secrete a dark red fluid, often referred to as blood sweat, which acts as a natural sunscreen and has antibacterial properties. The eyes, ears, and nostrils of the hippopotamus are positioned high on the top of its head, allowing it to see, listen, and breathe, while most of its body remains submerged. Its jaws are incredibly powerful, with canine teeth reaching up to 50 centimeters in length and a bite force estimated at around 8,130 newtons, considered the strongest bite of any land animal. This is one of the reasons why the hippopotamus faces the risk of conflict with humans and poaching for its ivory-like teeth. Although they spend most of their time in the water, hippopotamuses do not actually swim. Instead, they typically walk or leap along the riverbed, aided by their dense bone structure, which reduces buoyancy. Younger individuals tend to have better natural buoyancy. Hippopotamuses live in groups called a pod or bloat, which can include up to 30 individuals, led by a dominant male. This male controls a stretch of river or lake and is willing to engage in fierce battles to defend his territory. Fights between males can sometimes be extremely brutal and can have serious consequences. During the day, hippopotamuses submerge themselves in water to stay cool and avoid the harsh sunlight, only coming ashore to forage at dusk. They primarily feed on grass and aquatic vegetation, consuming about 40 kilograms of plant matter each night. Despite their bulky appearance, hippopotamuses can run at speeds of up to 30 kilometers per hour over short distances. Their roars, snorts, and other strange sounds can carry over long distances, both above and below the water surface, serving as communication within the group. Hippopotamuses have an average lifespan of 40 to 50 years in the wild and can live even longer in captivity. There is a unique evolutionary connection between hippopotamuses and cetaceans, such as whales and dolphins, confirmed by genetic and anatomical evidence. In terms of reproduction, females typically give birth to a calf underwater, and the young can nurse underwater by sealing their nostrils and ears. For the mothers, protecting their calves is paramount, and they are ready to confront any perceived threat. For conservationists, hippopotamuses are currently classified as vulnerable by the International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, requiring urgent conservation efforts. Also living in groups of up to nearly 30 individuals like the hippopotamus, the African wild dog is renowned for its highly social lifestyle and extraordinary spirit of cooperation. An alpha pair consisting of a dominant male and female leads the pack, and typically only the alpha pair reproduces. The African wild dog exhibits remarkable altruism in the animal kingdom. The entire pack participates in caring for the young and supports individuals that are injured or sick. They communicate through a wide range of sounds, including high-pitched twittering, howls, calls, and growls, which carry across open spaces and even through dense forests. Their hunting strategy is considered one of the most successful in the animal kingdom. The African wild dog has large, rounded ears that are extremely sensitive, allowing it to detect sounds from great distances and communicate effectively in forested environments. With speeds reaching up to 60 kilometers per hour, the pack works in perfect coordination, relentlessly pursuing prey until it becomes exhausted. Their bodies are slender and muscular, and each front paw has 4 toes instead of 5 like other dog species, optimizing their endurance running ability. Their stamina and tight coordination allow them to achieve a hunting success rate that far surpasses that of solitary predators. Their main diet consists of medium to small-sized antelope species, though they sometimes take down larger prey or hunt smaller animals as well. Their jaws are powerful, equipped with sharp teeth ideal for tearing flesh, although not strong enough to crush bones. After each successful hunt, the adults perform social vomiting, regurgitating partially digested food to nourish the young or members that stayed behind at the den. During the breeding season, the alpha female gives birth to a litter of 2 to 20 pups in abandoned aardvark burrows or other natural shelters. Despite careful care, the mortality rate of the pups remains high due to predation, disease, and hunger. The lifespan of the African wild dog in the wild ranges from 10 to 13 years. However, their fate is under significant pressure. According to the 2024 update from the International Union for Conservation of Nature, the African wild dog is classified as endangered, with small, fragmented populations that are highly vulnerable to diseases such as rabies and canine distemper, as well as conflicts with humans due to their tendency to hunt livestock. Urgent conservation efforts are underway, including the creation of wildlife corridors, disease control programs, and community education initiatives aimed at reducing conflict. As the landscape of Linyanti Marsh gradually transitions into wetlands, the grey-crowned crane appears like silver-clad dancers, moving gracefully through the soft mist. With a striking golden crown made of stiff feathers, this crane captivates every gaze. Its face features patches of red skin on the throat and white cheeks, contrasting vividly with the black tuft of feathers atop its head, evoking images of ancient divine statues. Standing about 1 meter tall with a wingspan of up to 2 meters, the grey-crowned crane has long black legs, ideal for wading through marshlands. Unlike other crane species, it possesses a long hind toe, allowing it to perch on tree branches, a unique adaptation that enables it to make use of elevated spaces for shelter and observation. As a diurnal species, the grey-crowned crane spends most of its time foraging. Its diverse diet includes insects, amphibians, small snakes, rodents, grass seeds, and grains, allowing it to adapt flexibly to various habitats. The grey-crowned crane is primarily a resident species, remaining loyal to its breeding areas year-round and only making local movements when necessary to find water. They typically live in pairs or small family groups and gather into larger flocks outside the breeding season. The courtship dance of the grey-crowned crane is a breathtaking display. Rhythmic leaps, graceful wing flutters, elegant bows, and resonant calls combine to create a love symphony under the open sky. Both the male and female participate in the dancing, performing a sacred ritual that strengthens their bond. The sound of the grey-crowned crane echoes across the plains, its ma-hem call resonating over water and grasslands, serving both as a mating call and a declaration of territorial presence. However, that proud beauty is gradually fading. According to the 2024 update from the IUCN, the grey-crowned crane has been officially classified as endangered. The main threats include habitat loss due to the conversion of wetlands into agricultural land, illegal trade for the pet industry, collisions with high-voltage power lines, and chemical poisoning. In many African cultures, the grey-crowned crane is honored as a symbol of luck and prosperity, standing as a testament to the sacred bond between humans and nature. Across the vast expanse of Linyanti Marsh, these silent wings soar into the sky, like feathered prayers sent to the Creator, asking for this beauty to be preserved for all time. As the magnificent image of the grey-crowned crane fades away, the wetlands are further adorned by the arrival of the African woolly-necked stork, a bird graced with glossy black plumage and a white neck like a flowing ribbon. Standing between 75 and 92 centimeters tall, it wears a shimmering black coat, a distinctive black skull cap, and deep wine-red eyes, creating a captivating contrast against the untouched wilderness. Widely distributed across tropical regions, the African woolly-necked stork can be found in a variety of aquatic environments such as marshes, farmlands, irrigation canals, lakes, dams, mangrove forests, and coastal mudflats. They have adapted not only to natural habitats, but also to suburban areas, nesting in exotic trees, and even accepting food from humans. Often foraging alone, in pairs, or in small groups, this stork favors riding warm air currents. gliding effortlessly through the sky with its broad wings and outstretched neck. At times it performs impressive rolls and somersaults, with sounds resonating from its wing feathers, echoing across the still waters. When foraging, its long, sharp beak is used like a spear to pierce prey, and it emits a strong hissing sound when feeling threatened. Its diet mainly consists of fish, frogs, toads, snakes, lizards, large insects and larvae, as well as crustaceans and mollusks, taking advantage of grassland fires and termite swarming seasons to tap into abundant food sources. In moments of courtship, the stork's bill clattering echoes like a song celebrating life, as its head gently leans back against its body in a silent prayer to the Creator. Amid the dry forests and the gradually drying natural pans, the silhouette of an African leopard emerges. On its soft, pale golden coat, the rosette pattern, delicately arranged black spots, transforms it into a true phantom of the wilderness. With a solid, muscular build and sharp, retractable claws, the African leopard is an outstanding climber, capable of hauling prey twice its own body weight into the trees. With the ability to leap horizontally up to 6 meters, jump vertically up to 3 meters, and night vision that is 6 times more sensitive than that of humans, it has become a true master of stealth and hunting among Africa's predators. In the compressed stillness, the African leopard silently glides over the dry leaves, with even the faintest rustle concealed. Its blazing golden eyes lock onto the prey, while every muscle beneath its soft skin tightens like coiled steel, ready to spring. A subtle flick of the tail, and in a heartbeat, as if time itself freezes, it launches forward. Its jaws clamp down with a bite force of up to 1,254 newtons, strong enough to pierce a skull or crush a spine. A dry thud echoes through the air, and the prey collapses like a withered leaf in the dry forest. Without losing a moment, the leopard seizes the prey by the neck. Then, with extraordinary strength, it climbs straight up the tree, each claw gripping firmly into the wood, silently lifting its meal beyond the reach of scavengers. Their independence is also clearly reflected in how the African leopard establishes its personal territory. They mark their area by spraying urine, scratching tree bark, and leaving distinct signs on ancient tree trunks, serving as a warning to any intruders. Their territories can range from a few square kilometers to several hundred square kilometers, depending on food availability and environmental conditions. At Nogatsa, the breeding season occurs year-round. After a gestation period of 90 to 105 days, the female leopard gives birth to 1 to 3 cubs in rocky dens or dense thickets. The tiny newborns arrive with their eyes tightly closed, completely dependent on their mother during the first few months, and are guided by her to learn hunting and survival skills over the next 1.5 to 2 years. With exceptional adaptability, the African leopard is found widely across sub-Saharan Africa, from lush tropical forests to open savannas and even arid deserts. Alongside the silent predators, the sturdy image of the white rhinoceros has also become a rare yet indispensable brushstroke in the survival landscape of the Nogatsa area. As the largest of the 5 remaining rhino species, the white rhino is second only to the elephant in size among land mammals. An adult male can weigh between 1.8 and 2.5 tons, while females are slightly lighter, ranging from 1.6 to 1.8 tons, according to the Rhino Conservation Update 2025. The white rhino is divided into 2 subspecies: the southern white rhino and the northern white rhino, with the northern subspecies now on the brink of extinction, as only 2 non-breeding females remain. Their distinctive square-shaped lip is what gave them their common name, In Afrikaans, the word wedid means wide, but it was mistakenly translated into English as white. This wide lip is the perfect tool that allows the white rhino to graze on the short grasses spread across the savanna. Their thick grey skin offers some protection against insects and the harsh sun, but white rhinos still frequently wallow in mud to cool down and condition their skin. Although they can weigh several tons, white rhinos are capable of astonishing bursts of speed, reaching up to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour over short distances. They compensate for their poor eyesight with extremely keen senses of hearing and smell, helping them detect threats and navigate the vast grasslands. Unlike the solitary and more aggressive nature of their relatives, the black rhinos, white rhinos, are generally more gentle and often gather in small groups called crashes, mainly consisting of females and their calves. Meanwhile, adult males typically live alone and mark their territory with dung and urine. The reproductive cycle of the white rhino is unusually long, with a gestation period lasting up to 16 months. In each birth, the female typically gives birth to a single calf, which stays with its mother for 2 to 3 years, learning how to survive in the harsh savanna. Their slow reproduction rate, combined with the threat of poaching for their horns, makes them particularly vulnerable. Although it was once on the brink of extinction by the late 19th century, with fewer than 100 individuals remaining, the southern white rhino has made a remarkable recovery thanks to persistent conservation efforts. However, according to the Rhino Conservation Update 2025, poaching for their horns, which are sought after in certain traditional medicines and as status symbols, continues to be the main threat. In the Nogatsa area, their survival journey is not just a story of strength and perseverance, but also a vivid testament to a natural miracle. Nestled within the gentle rhythm of Nogatsa area, the common eland, the largest antelope in the world, quietly moves through the grasslands. Under the wide golden sunlight, their robust bodies, with males reaching up to 1.6 meters tall and weighing nearly 1 ton, leave enduring footprints across the parched ground, steeped in the spirit of the wild. The strong, spiraled horns are a striking and easily recognizable feature, with lengths reaching up to 66 centimeters in females and 73 centimeters in males, like delicate spirals drawn across the savanna sky. Across their shoulders, the dewlap gradually grows larger with age, hanging loosely beneath the males' necks, quietly helping to regulate their body temperature under the searing African heat. Despite their hefty build, elands are masters of breathtaking leaps, able to spring up to 3 meters high from a standstill, effortlessly clearing natural barriers and escaping the grasp of predators lurking beneath the canopy. Contrary to their imposing appearance, they move with a soft, silent grace, only occasionally leaving behind a gentle clicking sound from their knees. A sound that scientists believe may be related to tendons slipping over bones with each steady stride. Unlike other more tightly bonded antelope herds, elands form loose social groups, with numbers ranging from just a few individuals to several hundred, depending on the season and the availability of food. They migrate endlessly across the patchy grasslands of Nogatsa, tracing a map of survival with their journeys in search of fresh green pastures, sometimes stretching across tens of kilometers. Their extraordinary ability to endure thirst allows elands to thrive through the harshest periods by absorbing moisture from plants and adjusting their body temperature to minimize water loss through sweating. On their menu, fresh grasses, tender leaves, shrubs, and even ripe fruits are all skillfully utilized, helping elands adapt well to the changing seasons and shifting environments. Thanks to this versatility, they can be found across endless stretches of savanna grasslands, the tough mopaine woodlands, and even the rocky hillsides of highland regions. The life cycle of the common eland is deeply woven into the persistent heartbeat of nature. After about 9 months of pregnancy, a female will give birth to a single calf, often hidden carefully within dense thickets to stay out of sight from watchful predators such as leopards. This early stage of life, lasting several weeks, plays a crucial role in ensuring the survival of the new generation. A wild eland can live between 15 and 20 years, carrying within it the vivid memories of the land and sky it calls home. Amid the faded hues of Nogatsa, where the common eland blends into the sun-scorched gold, unexpected strokes of black and white bring the heartbeat of the grasslands to life. These are the Burchell's zebras, carrying a unique beauty. Sturdy bodies covered in black and white stripes interwoven with faint brown shadow stripes, especially prominent around their flanks. To human eyes, the bold black and white coat might seem to make zebras more easily spotted. However, under the dappled light of the grasslands, the strong contrast of their stripes blurs their outlines, making them harder to distinguish, especially when the entire herd moves together. Recent studies from the Zebra Ecology Study 2025 have also revealed that these distinctive stripes help reduce the impact of biting insects such as the tsetse fly and horsefly. Standing between 1.1 and 1.4 meters tall at the shoulder and weighing between 230 and 320 kilograms, the Burchell's zebra belongs to the group of medium-sized zebras, easily adapting to the wide-open grasslands. Atop their sturdy necks is a stiff mane with alternating black and white streaks, continuing the flowing pattern of their bodies. Their large, rounded ears, constantly twitching to catch signals from the ever-changing land, serve as a sharp auditory tool that helps them quickly detect any approaching threats. Within their community, Burchell's zebras maintain a remarkably tight-knit social system. They live in small family groups called herons, consisting of a leading stallion, several mares, and their young foals. Males that are not involved in breeding often gather into bachelor herds, a kind of temporary alliance while they wait for a chance to establish their own harem. As the grasses fade and water sources dwindle during the dry season, many family groups merge into large herds, gathering around pans that still hold water. Their bonds extend beyond their own kind, as Burchell's zebras often move alongside wildebeests, impalas, and even baboons, forming mixed communities to enhance their ability to detect predators. In these vivid scenes, every lifted head and every sharp exhale from the zebra herds synchronize with the movements of other creatures, as if the entire savanna beats with a single pulse of survival. Highly dependent on water, Burchell's zebras rarely stray more than 12 kilometers from a water source. To survive the long, dry season in the Nogatsa area, they make use of their thick, sensitive lips and sharp teeth to clip scattered tufts of short grass from the cracked earth. As food becomes scarcer, they do not hesitate to dig deep for bulbs and roots hidden underground, or occasionally supplement their diet with tree leaves. The reproductive cycle of Burchell's zebras is driven more by favorable environmental conditions than by a fixed seasonal pattern. A pregnancy lasts between 360 and 390 days, ending with the birth of a foal weighing around 30 to 35 kilograms, capable of standing within just 20 minutes and running within an hour. Foals begin nibbling on grass within a few days, but continue to rely on their mother's milk for about the first 11 months of life. Burchell's zebras communicate not only through sounds such as loud calls, yipping, neighs, and snorts, but also by using ear movements to convey emotions and signal warnings. Every nuzzle and gentle nibble exchanged among family members during the ritual of mutual grooming helps strengthen their tight bonds, creating a powerful sense of unity. In the Nagatsa area, where the drying pans leave faint white traces across the cracked earth, Burchell's zebras continue their steadfast journey. Herds follow one another across the patchy grasslands like endless streams of black and white, quietly weaving the epic story of life. Under the sacred watch of the Lord, they endure with unwavering spirit amid the harsh, untamed wilderness of southern Africa. Although home to some of the most vibrant and wild landscapes in Africa, Chobe National Park is now facing unprecedented threats. Rapidly rising temperatures and a 15% decrease in rainfall over the past decade have pushed the ecosystem into a state of crisis. Wetlands are gradually drying up, forcing wildlife to travel farther and increasing the risk of conflicts with humans along agricultural border areas. At the same time, poaching has surged dramatically. From October 2023 to July 2024, 105 elephant carcasses were discovered, many missing their tusks. Armed groups operate actively around the Linyanti region, making protection efforts incredibly challenging. The legalization of hunting in 2019, with a quota of 414 elephants for the 2024 season, has further worsened the situation. The hunting of large bull elephants disrupts the natural social structure, leading younger elephants to become more aggressive, which in turn increases conflicts with humans. Yet within this somber picture, faint rays of hope still shine through. Through international collaboration, a modern wildlife forensics center has been established in Botswana, led by Virginia Tech University and the Caracal organization. This center utilizes advanced DNA analysis technology to trace the origins of illegally traded wildlife products, helping to uncover criminal networks and strengthen investigative and prosecutorial capabilities. At the same time, highly trained rapid response teams stand ready to act whenever a call for help echoes from the protected areas. But Chobe cannot endure alone. The salvation of this place, and of the thousands of living beings who depend on it, requires more than just financial aid or isolated efforts. It calls for an awakening of responsibility within the human heart, a reminder that we are stewards of God's wondrous creation, not reckless rulers over it. And if you have ever joined a safari by vehicle or boat to witness herds of elephants wading through the water or followed prides of lions hunting in the marshlands of Chobe National Park, feel free to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments section below. Your stories will serve as a source of inspiration and motivation for conservation efforts and for preserving these precious ecosystems for future generations. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell to continue with us on the next magical adventures. You can also keep following the survival journeys of wildlife in other regions through Wild Savanna, Lone Predators in the Fight for Survival, or Crocodile vs. Hippo, Clashes to determine the ultimate ruler.